Hello there everybody, Bilbo10000 here, bringing you another episode of Mag Mammal 2, and today we are going to take on the most infamous level of them all. It is Angel's least favorite level, and it is Ace Spark's least favorite level, so you know it's going to be good. Level 72nd, Zatsapachi, YGGDRASIL. Score 15.2, 25, 24, 5, 18, 4. Ace Spark's least favorite, Angel's least favorite. Yeah. Based on YGGDRASIL from Norse mythology and the whole world tree situation, I imagine we're gonna fight some Nidhogg, we're gonna climb a tree. 3 energy elements. No, there's no tree. There's just a really weird dimension and a skip teleporter. Let's go. Oh, Christ. Oh, NPCs! Whoa, look at these beautiful sprites. God. So what are we doing here? I didn't, oh, yeah, I don't, words. Many words. The world tree. I love this. I love the fact that we just can't read any of this dialogue. It's great. Yep. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Let's do it. Okay. So yeah, that was a cutscene. If you want to check out what that cutscene said and understand the story of the stage, you can pause the video and take a little look as you go. I've actually read it before, and so there are 3 different energy elements and there were 3 NPCs, because they're 3 bosses. There's the blue path, the green path, and then if you go along both of these paths, you find a red path. We're going to start with the blue path, since it's the one I know the most. And yes, we're starting things off with Quickman lasers. Because this game loves us. What's interesting is, 1, I didn't land on that super arrow, I should have used Rush Jet, and 2, those Quickman lasers don't insta-kill you. They just damage you a lot. Which is interesting. Alright, yep. At least the dialogue is skipped this time, so you don't have to actually sit through them. But I do... Actually, can the Hornet Chaser grab... Can the Hornet Chaser grab E-Tanks? I don't believe it can, but I want to just... I want to test it out, just to see. Go on. No? Okay. There we go. Now comes the fun part. Oh, wait. Nope. There comes death. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed space instead of jump. Oh, Jesus. Alright, now let's actually focus on the stage. The actual stage itself combines many different aspects of just Mega Man. There's a Yoku block path, there is a quick laser path, there are gimmicks that get introduced, and this one is going to take a while to complete. All 3 paths, as well as the bosses in those paths, can be pretty brutal. Also, the fact that the enemies just have these crazy... Yep, that's not good. If you couldn't tell, by the way, those are not the normal quick lasers. Those are the insta-kill ones, because they became a thing, you know? See? They insta-kill you. But apparently there's this whole wall-scrolling business that you can do. And now that I've explained how that works, let's actually do this stage correctly and see if we can at least get to 1 energy element before the end of this episode. Because I don't have a lot of faith in my abilities, especially when it comes to YGGDRASIL. The sad part is, the actual aesthetic of the stage doesn't seem too bad. The problem is, it's just a little not Mega Man-y. It feels like someone wrote a fan fiction, but it stars Mega Man. And this was sort of like the graphic, Okay. Forgot about that one. And this is like sort of the graphical input for said fan fiction. Mega Man is just here. This doesn't feel like a Mega Man level. This feels like somebody's fan fiction with their fan characters, Kachona, Crater, and Cream. And it's just... Oh. I've been around the block on the internet a few times. I know my thing when it comes to fan characters, and... Oh. And let's also not forget the overpowered Joes that literally fire... Okay, yep. I somehow survived that. I shouldn't have, but I did. I'm grateful. Thank you. The fact that that enemy tries to overwhelm you, and if you don't know it's there, then those insta-kill spikes will just come out and kill you straight away is kind of bullshit. But luckily we've hit a checkpoint. Thank God. So this room's a bit of a thing. If we go out this way and we go left, we can actually get an extra E-tank, but it just takes us back to where we were. Then we have to go back through that room again anyway, only this time we actually have to do the official pathway, which I don't actually remember. It's not that way. It's not that way, guys. But luckily we respawn here, so at least there are checkpoints in the stage, which I think we can be grateful for. Oh, I've gone too slowly. Yep. Also love how I can't go backwards. I have to go around or die. Great. Brilliant design. Gotta say. Absolutely stellar design. I did that, and I'm dead. I did that thing where I wanted to slide, but, you know, there's a designated slide button, but I like pressing the down button to slide. So I always end up going off the ladder when really I should have slid. Oh, so close. That's basically what you gotta do. You gotta beat the clock. There we go. And then out through here. And then we get to face enemies! Spam! And the enemies hit like a goddamn truck, as if just to add insult to injury. So, Hornet Chaser, can you just kill them, please? I don't want to deal with them. Thank you, Hornet Chaser. You're very kind. I don't remember if there's anything past here. Alright, so we can go onto the red path if we really want to from here, which this is definitely the better way to go to the red path, because it's easier to get to. Or, like this, you can take the blue path. Gonna switch back to Mega Buster. What? Oh my god, okay. Yep. This is a thing. Random, yeah, no, that's never gonna happen. Alright, I just want to make sure I'm not getting attacked by anything. I know that's not gonna really do much, but okay. And now we're here. Are we trapped? I think we might be trapped. I just have a feeling. Yeah, we're trapped. Because going down there, blah, you're dead. Where do we respawn? Okay, at least we respawn here, so the respawn isn't too terrible. I'll give it that. I was expecting much worse. Alright. Can't go down that way. Gotta go this way. But this next room, I need to figure out the best way to get through it. How long does it take before the thing spawns? It comes in straight away. How am I supposed to avoid that? Yeah, I don't understand this bit. Because it feels like I should be able to avoid that, but I don't. Perhaps there's another direction I can go in that I may be missing? That's my only other guess at this point. Because aside from that, I'm really not sure. Well, the spike's there. I'm not getting you. Unless there's a pathway through here I can go through. Or, if I go back along this way, it'll take me out the other side. Nope. Okay. Worth a shot. Well, we just went through the level. we're here. We went backwards. Okay, so don't do that. It's a bad idea. Still doesn't explain how I get through that other room, though. Alright, let's go. Yes, I'll deal with you in a minute. Yep, that's avoidable. Totally. Completely avoidable. 100% avoidable. 100% safe. Completely. It feels like I should be able to land on this sort of platform here. I don't know. Like, it really feels like I should be able to land down there. But I don't, you know? Oh. Oh, that's how it works. Okay, yep, that makes sense. That makes total 100% sense. That's clearly telegraphed to the player. That jumping up here means you can grab that lat. That was clearly telegraphed to the player. I'm sorry, but that's part of the reason why I get very frustrated with levels like these, because it's like, that was not telegraphed to us. We did not know that we could do that. Okay. Yep, okay, I was moving as fast as I could and I still died. I love it. I love the level design. It's great. It's great. YGGDRASIL. The World Tree, Norse mythology, one of the most interesting, I would say, mythological legends in the world, with such a rich backstory, and yet none of this seems to channel the World Tree. At most, you could say that these enemies represent Nidhogg in that they shoot purple flames and fire, which could be seen as, like, poison, maybe? Which would work with the Nidhogg story, but even then, it doesn't really work. And I don't even know what killed me there. I have literally no idea what killed me there, but that should not have killed me. YGGDRASIL is an interesting stage, mainly because if you can beat it, you know, you've basically proven yourself worthy to literally become a god of Mega Man. Whereas if you don't beat it, you know, well, you don't beat it, and that's bad. And I want to defeat it. I mean, this is even the worst part of the stage, actually. The worst part, I would say, from what I recall, is some of the bosses. Because if I recall, Crater, the guy NPC, we'll call him, he actually has a boss fight that is laughably overly difficult. I think we're getting there, though. How odd. Yeah, I think this is the boss fight. I think we're here. Oh, no, we're not. Wait. Why is the green path somehow warped up here? I mean, that's a boss door. That is a boss door right there, but I want to know what... How did we get to the green path? Because the green path is from the bottom, not the top. Is that a warp? It's a warp, okay. So there's a teleporter. You can teleport to the green path from the blue path. Okay, cool. I don't want to. I want to fight the boss. Alright, this is boss number 1. I don't remember which one. Okay, this is Crater. This is the horrible one. Whatever you are, stop me from doing my work. On guard. Oh god, save me. So they don't have collision detection, thank god. So really, the only danger is his attacks. But, you know, his attacks do a lot of damage. So this is the kind of guy who we're just gonna have to, you know, hope we can survive against. Let's do it. Because look at that. He's already taken down my health this much. How much more is he gonna do? I like the boss music, though. I'll give it that. The boss music is interesting. I like the boss music. I don't like the bosses themselves. This guy really doesn't need more than one health bar. But he has one anyway, because why not? He's a custom boss. I mean, look at that. Did you guys just notice? He took over half of my health down. No boss should be able to take half of your health in a single swing. It's not right, or fair, or normal, but to be fair, I think he's the hardest boss out of the three, so if we can take him down, the others should be fairly simple. I'm gonna use an E-Tank. You know what? Screw it. I'm not dying here. He wants to be a fun little boss? Then fine. Yep, that's fair. That was a fair attack there. Please die. Come on, come on! Come on, one hit! No! 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 Why? Why? Fuck! God damn it! No! No! I should have hit him at least once there. The fact that you could barely hit him there anyway. I hate this character, this boss. I hate him so much. Gonna have to learn his pattern now. I don't have any more E-Tanks. This is great. I knew YGGDRASIL was gonna be a special one. God. Alright. I'm gonna quit the level, I'm gonna go buy some E-Tanks, and then I'm gonna come back, because I can't. Gonna go buy some E-Tanks from Eddie. And some M-Tanks as well. And I'll be back after, so I'll see you in a minute. Huh? There's a note on the ground. Meet me at Chateau Chevalesque, I have some info for you. Well, that sounds great. I always love information. I better go straight to the chateau if I want that info. Well, it looks like before we stock up on E-Tanks and M-Tanks to go back into that level, we have something to do here. Wonder if it's got something to do with the bug guy from earlier. Is it? Oh yeah. We see you now for real. So you came. Huh? Who are you and why are you cloaked? That is confidential, but all you need to know is that I can prove a worthy acquaintance. How are you feeling about the festival so far? I must ask. I have only just arrived and I'm only just getting to know it. It's fine? The note said you were giving info? What do you want? Ah yes, the info. Let's say this. Have you ever thought about just the potential of these simulations? With being able to mess with reality and whatnot, it's quite a thought, is it not? It can be used quite easily to solve all of the world's problems. There, as always, could be evil uses for it. I shudder to think what one could do with the power. Why are you telling me this? Are you plotting something? What? I'm not plotting anything. However, there are plenty of, prolific celebrities that could be plotting anything right now. I could easily prove to you that I'm not plotting anything, anyways. We've met before, in fact. Either way, thank you for showing up. I just would have liked to, get that off my chest. I found this E-Tank when exploring the festival. You can take it if you want. Thanks. Free E-Tank, I'll take it. Alright, well, let's head back to Dr. Light's lab and stock up, and then we'll go back to YGGDRASIL. and I will jump cut to when we're back at the boss. Although I do have to wonder, who was that guy? My first thought was it's Dr. Wily, but you never know. Alright, we are back at the door. I have got eight energy tanks, E-tanks. I am actually going to let him kill me first, though, so that I can at least get my health back to full, and then we'll fight again. And this time we'll win. That actually didn't take as long to get back, though, thank goodness. You know what? No. I'm going to do it now. Let's get Triple Blade out. Let's go. I'm not even going to risk it. If he starts doing injuries, I need to keep him as far away from me as possible. Okay, let me just quickly heal up one more time, and then I think one more Triple Blade should do it. Yes! Got it! Got him. Okay, that's round 1 done. Alright. Oh my goodness, okay. I am now going to take a short break, and then when I come back, we're going to try and take on the second boss and the third boss, since they're arguably easier to beat, although the second one is kind of hard to get to because it's Yoku blocks. But the third one is pretty simple to get to because the red path is quite short. But yeah, I'm going to take a short break, and then I'll be back for the next boss. So see you in a moment. Alright, it is time to head back into YGGDRASIL. Welcome back. And I've come up with a brilliant plan to completely cheese the stage. Because, to be perfectly frank, I don't really want to do Yoku blocks. And the stage has given me a realistic way of avoiding the Yoku blocks. If you guys remember, at the end of the blue section stage, there was a teleporter. I am going to use that teleporter, and I am going to use that to get to the boss door of the green path, because the teleporter for that probably will link around to that specific point in the stage. Because it was in that point in the stage for the blue path, so it would make sense that the teleporter would take us to the green boss. And that way we don't have to do any of the Yoku block segments, which, like, I know that as far as Let's Plays go, I really should be doing it, but if the stage does offer me a legitimate out without needing to compromise on my own morals, I'm gonna take it, you know? That's the sort of stuff I'm okay with doing. There we go. We done it. Now, we just need to go up here. Actually, what's down there? Out of curiosity. Yeah, no. I'm not gonna risk it. Whatever that is, no. That's not me risking it for a biscuit. No way. Not in a million years. Alright, let's go teleport and see if my theory is correct. I think it is. Yep, I think this takes us right to the boss door. It does! I was right. Nice! That means we can skip that part of Spikes. We can skip that part of YGGDRASIL. Hello? I knew this was too easy. Alright, let's do this! Hi, Cream. Oh, you've got more health than your friend. That's bad. Do your attacks do as much damage as the previous person? Oh, God. So she's got attacks? The big thing I'd note, though, is that even though she has attacks, she isn't as strong as her friend. Which is the best thing I've heard. Okay, nope. Come on, stop jumping. There we go. Yes, do a dash. Okay. Okay, that seemed like a bit extreme. There we go. That is how you beat YGGDRASIL. And we have one more boss to go. I'm drinking some coffee while I'm doing this as well, because I'm ready for this. Alright, let's go beat our final boss at YGGDRASIL. We've got to go down the blue path one more time. But hopefully this time, it should be the final time. I'm going to jump cut to when we get to the red path, and I'll see you guys there. Go on, die. There we go. Nice. And the pink path. Down we go. Alright, where are we going to end up on the pink path? We are here at the pink path now, at least, which is good. Better than we were before. Alright, I am going to get my Hornet Chaser out in case there are enemies like that one. Come on, fire at me. There we go. There we go. Good job, Hornet Chaser. You've done us proud. There we go. Oh, ladders. Alright. Whoa, okay. To the right. And boss door. Here we go. Just get in. Just get in. That way I've got the checkpoint. This is it, guys. This is it. Hello. I assume you defeated Cream and Crater. Don't worry, they're not dead. The technology on Earth, something, I don't know. Alright, so you seem to be the most dangerous of the three. Your damage also seems to be the fairest, so that's interesting. Your syringe also shoots, you know, bullets. I'm a little concerned. I'm just gonna point that out there. You know, that's not something that normal syringes do. I'm just gonna throw that one out there. Okay. Oh, so that just trips me up. It doesn't actually hurt me. Okay. But God, there are a lot of bullets. She's healing. How is she healing? I don't know when she's healing, but she's healing. What's her weakness? I need to figure it out now. I think it's when she trips me up. Nope. There we go. And with that, YGGDRASIL is complete, and I am never going back there ever again. With that, I think it's time we discover what the judges thought about YGGDRASIL. Snowrant Pyro, 25 out of 50. Why? Droopy Hornet, 24 out of 50. I'm gonna be honest, what did I just play? No one is gonna be able to beat this level without doing it several times unless they've already memorized the stage. The force beam sections were cheap and there was nothing showing where the lasers would come from. Some of the Yoku block sections were cool, but there was a jump in one of them that required Rush Jet or Super Arrow to get across. The enemies flood the screen with projectiles, and you're almost guaranteed to get hit by them unless you know where they all are. In some sections, there are instant warps and pits next to each other with no distinction between the two. This is all very unfortunate because the stage is creative and looks really cool. You have to design your levels with other players in mind. Angel, 5 out of 50. Usually in my reviews, if a level fails at something, I try to isolate this point of failure and give feedback and ideas on how to iron it out to make the level better. In this review, I will omit the latter part because if all of the level's issues were ironed out, the level would be a completely different level. This level's issues basically boil down to fundamental principles of game design, and it manages to fail in terms of clarity, fairness, difficulty curve, guidance, boss design, and consistency alike. This level basically asks the player to fully understand how the level is laid out, where every trap lies, how to deal with the incredibly powerful and spammy enemies, and how to fight each of the 3 bosses and in which order to fight them before they even start playing. I'm trying hard to find a redeemable aspect of this level, and I'm sorry, but I can't find one. Gariri, 18 out of 50. Okay, there's just so much wrong with this level. Let's start with the basics. The boss sprites are bad, and their designs remind me of very bad OCs. Yeah, that's sort of what I thought. Also, their dialogue is hard to read and scrolls way too fast. then the level itself isn't even that good, in fact far from it. The Yoku blocks and quick lasers are often unpredictable and hard to get through. The placement of overpowered enemies is also absolutely awful, not to mention the boss fights are cheap and random. Then comes the main problem. This level is extremely buggy. I'm often not even sure where the collisions are. The whole warp to the other side of the screen thing is hardly working, and there are plenty of graphical bugs. I honestly can't say anything else. I like the music choices, but it's just so bad. A Spark, 4 out of 50. That was among the least enjoyable Mega Man experiences I have ever had. Worse than half the nonsense zero-effort ROM hacks of Rockman 2. More unplayable than those garbage mobile phone ports. More annoying than the Upon a Star OVA, and yes, worse than X7 and its stupid face. I will gladly fight Flame Hyanard again. And again, with full sound, rather than play the stage again. Hell, I'd happily go through X7 with all the sound replaced with Flame Hyanard vocal cues. My friends, any Let's Players, if you are going to skip any level in the contest, make it this one. Bit late for that. I cannot understate how unfun this stage was. I was stuck in this level for over an hour on my first passes, and I hated every minute of it. Are you ready, kids? Settle in, this is the long one. This level does not start off well. We get walls of text, I know, sorry, from three random characters that speed by so quickly that the player does not even have a chance to read them. Going up with the blue segment, we have Quickman lasers. The fact that they're introduced safely seems like a positive. Wait a few seconds though on the screen with the Sniper Joe though, and suddenly lasers! There is no indication at all that this room is going to be dangerous, especially since there is a newly introduced enemy in this room that will stump the player the first time they see it. Home to this stage is an original warping gimmick, and at first the rules seem obvious. Go off the edge of the screen and you'll warp to the other side. It's a lovely idea, but it turns out that there are no rules to this gimmick at all. The rules to this thing change between rooms. Sometimes you can walk into somewhere completely innocuous and you'll warp elsewhere. Sometimes logical spots for warps don't have them. Outside of trial and error, there is no way to tell with this gimmick, and whether or not you'll be led into a pit. I haven't even mentioned the enemy set yet. They're so bad. We are not playing Toho. Mega Man actually has a huge hitbox, and more to the point, bullet hell shoot-'em-up games actually have patterns to the masses of projectiles, not just total RNG like this. I eventually reached the first of the three bosses, the boss with the sword. Its damage output is nuts. It can and will pull off attacks when it feels like it with little to no warning and is completely invincible whilst making these attacks. The only good option to beating him is to use his weakness. He is so far off the power scale that Buster only is practically unbeatable. That was one route of 3. Oh no. The green route uses Yoku blocks. The main issue with this route is the sheer number of traps and gotcha moments placed along the screens, usually on long horizontal corridors. Outside of trial and error, it is impossible to gauge where you are supposed to jump to next, since often the platform you are on vanishes just as the one you are supposed to jump on appears. If this is the first route you go to, then this route also introduces you to the screen warping gimmick in a manner that is completely at odds with sensible gimmick introduction. You're in the middle of a crossing of Yoku blocks and have to just hope something saves you from falling into a pit of spikes. This might be a good time to state this, it is really difficult to tell what is and isn't a spike in this level, and as nifty as the level looks at first, it is incredibly hard to tell what is solid and where is solid at a glance, thanks to the isometric pattern. As we reach the boss of this area, another major issue becomes apparent. Bullet spam much? There does not seem to be any rhyme or reason behind this boss. It was rather dreadful, and the point, it might be one of the worst submitted boss fights in the contest. Finally, there is the pink route, which might as well not exist. Many paths either have no gimmick other than awful enemy placement and bullets flying everywhere, or are poor man's versions of the other routes. The boss to this section is the only tolerable one, barely. She is invincible for far too much of the battle and heals herself, but she's doable and at least the player is given some warning before her attacks. Even if it isn't much, none of these bosses should turn up in the arena. So your stage is going to be memorable. For the wrong reasons, but hey, at least people can say, oh yeah, Mag Mammal 2, that had the YGGDRASIL stage. Man, I never want to see that level again. Damn, Ace Spark. You were not kidding when you said you were going to go Lord of the Rings on us. Well, I'm just going to clap for that. That was beautiful. That was beautiful to read. And you summed up pretty much everything I was going to say, so I have nothing to say. YGGDRASIL, I never want to play it again. It is by far one of the worst stages, but it is also the most memorable stage in that it is so horrific that it is memorable. So at least it's got that going for it, you know? Anyway, after this massive episode, I don't know how long it is, but after this massive episode, I am gonna go and take a break. thanks so much for watching, guys. If you guys enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out my previous videos that you can see down below in the bottom left if you want to check out more Mag Mammal videos, bottom right if you want to check out my Minecraft game shows, and to the right of my head if you want to check out my Patreon. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.